unmute the mic. Is this the issue? Yes, there we go. PlayStation 5. Confusing sometimes. We've managed to make the audio work, set everything up, and we are live. Perfect. Okay, so the start, we've seen some people doing the out laps. Now some people are already on their laps. Let's see, the first person was out, I believe, was Sander here, also known as F1 Pro. True pro in the F1 game. I believe that's the first lap time of the day. 1:45. I have no idea what a fast time around here would look like. So yeah, he's now starting the track. Fast beat him by 1.6 seconds. That's remarkable. Let's see if anyone can beat that. Next one's on the left should be the current AV champion, Wessel. And he should be able to beat that time. Yes, he does, by, again, well over a second. And I'm gonna make a prediction that that time won't be beat by anyone else today, except for maybe Wessel again. That's my prediction. That's what I think is gonna happen. Although, this man, who's not gone out of the pit yet, might be able to beat that lap time. As we've seen last weekend, that Fight Me was able to beat off Wessel. So let's see about today. Here comes G-Bot over the line. Oh, wait, I think he's in outlap, or he invalidated. I do know that Lars put it in P2. And Panda put it in P4. Interesting stuff. Let's go on a lap with our friend Spidey here in qualifying. Using the ERS nicely. Turning it off before a rouge. Let's see the rouge. There's a yellow flag. We don't see anyone who's gone off here. So the issue might be resolved. Still using a lot of ERS. I go into Le Combe. Not La Source. La Source is turn 1. Le Combe. This section. We go into Brussels. Long right-hander. No-name corner, or I believe it has a name now, but I do not know the name of the corner at the moment. A little bit of a spin there for Spidey, going through Pujon, staying within track limits. Up to the S's, if you can call these S's, just a right-left. Very tricky part of the track. It's the Mercedes, going nicely out of the way. Going to the last sector of the lap. Okay, I should have the... Is there nowhere where I can see the sector times live? Don't seem to be able to find the sector times live, but I think they should show up the top right corner when he crosses the line. So 1:44 puts it nicely in P5, nice in the middle for now. It's a good banker lap, I would say. Especially for a person who hasn't played this game before, so not too bad, not too bad. Very close between these three drivers, all within like 500ths of a second. 4, 5, 6. Very, very nice. Here comes Lawrence. Lawrence coming around the final chicane a bit wide. He's going into the pits. Okay. I see. Yeah, that's Thijs on a lap. Yes, he is not on a lap. Okay. Pikey is on an out lap. I am very, very curious to see what this man can do and if he can bring the challenge to Wessel for P1 today, as well as he did last week. Now that there's only 11 people racing, I am very much hoping that there is gonna be a fight for the win, for the lead, for P1. Something that we did not have that much last season, with Wessel dominating and winning all of the races he participated in. I believe that is true. Let me get my package sheet up. Oh no, he did not. He did win all the races he competed in, except for Hungary, where he DNF'd. So he won all races he finished in last season. Insanely dominant, but let's see what Fight Me can do. In the run-up to next season, Season 14 will start in September 6th, which is a Saturday. And thereon we will have 16 races in the season, excluding 2 sprint races on 2 of the reverse tracks. We will do Great Britain in reverse as a sprint race, and we will do Austria in reverse as a sprint race. So it's gonna be very exciting. Exciting stuff to look forward to. Let's see what Fight Me is capable of here. We should see the interval time as he rounds up the next corner, how he's doing in this first 2 sectors. 1:14. Okay, I don't know if that's good. That's unfortunate that I cannot see the sector time very well. Or can I? Race director, can I see the sector times? No, I don't think I can. Beep, beep. Looking very fast. Let's see. A bit twitchy on the edge. That puts it in P2, only 1/10 behind Wessel. That is really close. That is really close. That is a good sign for today's race. But I know that Wessel has said that he practiced a bit for this track and that he set some good lap times in time trial around here. So Fight Me will need to bring some big guns to be able to bring the fight to Wessel today. During this 5th practice race of a summer holiday practice season. Sort of testing out new stuff and to get ready for season 14 of AV. It's been a long time since we've had a commentator. Last time was the beginning of season 5. I believe that back when we had Gnome Farmer as our commentator. He quit shortly after, and we've done many seasons without a stream on YouTube, but we're back. And I will be commentating for the next season. Very excited and hoping for many great battles. Let's see, qualifying. Panda has put it in P3. No, not within a second. I see that Wessel has improved. I missed a lot of stuff while talking about stuff. That's fine. It's only quali. Comes G-Bot on the final corner. Is he gonna pit? Is he gonna finish the lap? He's gonna finish the lap. That looks alright to me. On the power. It's a 1:46.1, the slowest time so far. Over a second slower than Sander in P8. Still have 2 people who are yet to set a valid lap. I know Thijs has been out. I don't know if Fawad has been out. Fight Me seems to be on an we got Panda. Fight Me is in the pit. What's happened there? Who's gone off? It is fast. Fast has gone off. Because I assume Lars is gonna finish his lap here. Bit twitchy on the exit, but that's alright. Keeps it in P4. Only 2/10 behind Panda. Not bad. Not bad. That could be more. A lot of people pitting now. Only 3.5 minutes remaining in this qualifying session. See what everyone can do. Three people out on track now. 5 minutes gone for an outlap. Lars has just set a lap, as well as G-Bot. So I believe that no one's on the lap currently, so this is your current grid with 3 minutes to go. I think everyone else is gonna go for one last lap. Should be getting very busy in a minute or two. Fight Me, the only one out right now who is gonna be setting a lap, so we'll be following him closely. I see Spidey on the Yurakuli account, also on his outlap. We will be following Fight Me. Can he bring that fight to Wessel, who is improved a lot and set a lap time that is pretty much 6/10 faster than what Fight Me had set on his first lap. How much can he improve? To our roof now. Yellow. What's the yellow flag for? That's probably someone slowing down. Yep. Oh, is that a... Can I see an indication somewhere if a lap is... No. I think this is better. I don't need a tire. Wessel disqualified from the session. Is he driving backwards? Okay, fair. As long as he's not in anyone's way, we should be fine. Might be in Spidey's way, as Spidey's turning up the first corner. I hope the AI won't be in his way. No, he's gone nicely to the side. Let's follow Fight Me here. There's someone up ahead. In the last sector, going nicely off track. Great stuff. It seems to be nice. I'm not sure if this lap is going to be valid. Whatever it was not an improvement. Let's see what Lars is doing here. Got his teammate Thijs very close behind him, and I'm not sure if they're working together or if they're working against each other. Lars is staying in P3. Or is he giving his teammate a tow? Doesn't look like it. To me it looks like they're in each other's way. I think Fight Me and West are going to start at the back. That is interesting. Microphone levels. see if this is better super time. Okay. Everyone's finished, I believe. Yes. And the final corner. I think Thijs is the last one to set a lap. That's too wide. That's not going to be great. But at least he's going to set a lap. Is he going to be in front of G-Boss? No, he puts it into P5. Even with that questionable last two corners slash chicane. 1.3 seconds off the pace. Thijs brings it home to finish quali. Really? So. Wait. I think I know. Settings. So this should be better. It's a rainy race. Damn. I was not expecting that. I did not set the realistic weather because I didn't have time for that. So it's random and it's rain and it's fun. I hope. We'll see. I'm gonna walk through the grid during the outlap. The formation. No overtaking taking place. Russell has overtaken Gilbert, so that's oh! Very nice. Put it in the middle and see how it goes. This should be a bit better. Lawrence has been disqualified, probably because of a collision. Weird that it's only him though. But he's gonna have to start on cold tires, I think. That's the... Okay. This it's sliding all over the place. I can already see this is going to be carnage. There are no weather prospects or anything for me. I don't Okay. Mm-hmm. They should be starting now. Damn, someone's standing really diagonal there. And the lights are out. See, he's fighting on the grass already. It's a good start from Fawad. He's taking the lead, I think, unless there's going to be contact. So far he's taking the lead. They're still side by side. He has got it. Wessel has jumped to P5 already. In front of his teammate who's now fighting with Thijs. Side by side through a Rouge. There's a guy shot off, but this camera angle sucks so much that we can't see who shot white there. I believe it was a Ferrari. Oh, there's someone pushed on the grass. And into the wall. That was Thijs and Sander, I believe. And there's a battle for the lead here. We're still going side by side ever since a Rouge that I have missed. This is better. It's a bit wide, but Sander's putting it on the inside. Lars is staying behind. But it is still Fawad who has kept the lead. Since he jumped Panda on the first corner. They're sliding through Kulham now. I believe warnings are going to be a pain and going to result into many penalties throughout this race. Now with 2 men to watch. Wessel has made it to P3 already before the end of lap 1. Meanwhile, Fight Me pushed into the corners, I believe. He's caught himself next to Fast there. Fast has dropped back behind him. Wessel going to try and move here already on Thunder. Try and get to that first position as fast as possible and maybe get away from him. There's a slight hit on the back of Thunder. After the first lap, it is Fawad who leads the race. It's gonna stay wet all race, according to the race strategy. That is rough, so no hopes for a drying track. The drivers are gonna have to go through this. Thijs, a damaged front wing there we see. He's getting repaired now. Let's go into the second lap. Wessel very close behind Honda. He might go for a move here. DRS should already be enabled. Oh no, wait, it's not because it's rain. Haha. But he doesn't need it and he gets a position. He's very slidey though. He's gonna come back. Switch back maybe. Not gonna stick around the outside. But he might be noticed. No. Wessel's getting a better run. Up to Brussels. And he's very slidey. There. Still very close back here. Everyone's within a second up until P9. With Laurens falling back and G-Boss falling back. For the rest, we still have a train here. You can see Minima as well. Wessel's going to chase down that lead. Spikey still not caught up to Lars. Second line. So far is managing to keep close. Very close to each other. They can make a move here. What is fighting? He has a bit of a run on Lars here. Getting closer. And go outside or inside. Lars defending the inside. Run, fight me wide. Fight me cuts the corner because of that and gets a 10-second penalty. That's wild. And totally bullshit in this great game. He tried to move anyway. Lars is trying to stick it on the outside, but doesn't get a better exit, I believe. If possible, I would say the penalties. Can you see the penalties somewhere? Left handle telemetry would also like on to the PC cylinder. Let's get the penalty. Okay. Only 2 people so far have gotten the penalty. 5 moves and it's Spidey. As I miss past making a move on Lars. And there's a battle for the lead. Russell's caught up to Charlotte in first. Honda's dropping back 7/10. This 10-second penalty is gonna hurt because he is gonna have to pit, I think. Unless he decides not to pit, which is an option in wet tires. For intermediate, to be more precise. Lars also catches the 3-second penalty for multiple warnings for exceeding track limits. It's gonna rain penalties today. Just like it's raining water from the sky. Yes, we're gonna try and move around the outside to Blanchimont. And he makes it stay. What a move. Or is he gonna stick it through the bus stop as well? Defensive move from what? Oh, slidey on the exit. We're also gonna try it over the grass. Dive it on the inside. Is there gonna be contact? Leaving just enough space for what? Honda seeing it all from behind. Still going side by side. Are they gonna go side by side through a roof? Watch this in just a second. Wessel bails out very wisely, otherwise that might end in tears, making the track a little bit more wet. Moving on the outside here, gets blocked by Kawat. Meanwhile, there's a fight for P3 with a little bit of contact there. I didn't see what happened. I cannot say anything about it. But we're nearly running into the back of Honda. Still very close together still, in the top 5. All within a second of each other. And it's very slidey. We see our 2 fastest drivers trying to fight their way up to the front. Bit of a catch on the grass there. Left a bit of a gap on Solo. The dirty air definitely not helping in this rainy condition. Maybe West will have a run. He's getting closer. He's gonna dive it on. Wheel locking. Oh, he's spun! And he managed to catch it. That will be, I think, a warning for exceeding track limits, despite him sitting next to the lap. Forward, getting away a little bit. It's still Wessel and Honda and Titan are very close behind. Fast is managing to stay with this pack with Lars very close behind. Spidey seeing all of them go up the roof. Very nicely. I don't think that's going to be a move here from Wessel. Still hasn't found a way past. There's 2 laps to go. Great battle between the two, but Kawat has managed to defend his lead for the moment. You see all the drivers struggling in these conditions. So the pack stays close. One mistake and your position will be taken by the person behind you. The pressure is certainly on. Honda's dropping back now with second behind Wessel. Biden still finding a way past him. there a little bit of a battle here? No. I saw wrong on that, but we'll keep track of Lauren's efforts to try and catch up back to G-Bot here in the back, if nothing else happens up front. Wessel's still very close here. Is he gonna make a move this time? He's getting close. I think he's gonna go on the inside, but last second he decided to go for the outside instead. Maybe a little bit of a dummy attempt, but whatever it was, it did not work as he was still behind. Wessel did get the fastest lap though, keeping the pressure on Fawad. The top two are getting away from the drivers behind. Let's see if Wessel can have a run down the Camel Straight. That's a bit of a corner cut there from Fawad. Will surely result in a warning. The outside, no. What a move on the inside though. But a little bit of a wheel tap. They didn't manage to do it, but they're going to go side by side through Brussels. No, he's pushing him through Brussels. There's still 1-2. As I see here, was that a mistake from Panda that I missed? I'm not sure. If it was a genuine overtake from Fighty or a genuine mistake from Panda, whatever it was, Fighty is in P3 and can now chase down the top two drivers and try to get into the lead fight. Despite his 10-second penalty, I still wouldn't count him out for the win today. There might be a safety car in these conditions if someone stretches out. Especially on older tires, that might happen. Wessel is now close behind Fawad, and now he has the inside line. Fawad going wide and pushing into Wessel. And almost spinning and hitting Fight Me. I think there's damage. Regardless if there was or was no damage. Fawad is still trying to keep onto that lead. Fight Me staying behind. These camera angles are diabolical and uninforming. And unhelpful. But we'll try to do our best. This was a nice camera angle. Here they go, the top four, all within a second, dare I say? Yes, I think so. This is a nice camera angle. Is Fawad gonna try to get back into the lead? Move on the inside, Wessel cuts back and takes the lead. And Fawad blocks the apex, blocking Fight Me. Fight Me must have some sort of wing damage, but Fight Me makes a move around the outside. Beautifully done. And Thunder immediately tried to do a move on Fawad as well. But there was contact. Fawad racing hard, but losing 3 positions in the span of half a lap. That must hurt. Who knows, he might have damage. At least no visual damage. His front wing seems to be intact. Honda also seems to not have any damage. Fast is the next person to knock on Fawad's door, saying, "Can I pass you too?" Maybe the spin though, so I don't think there will be an overtake this spin. But the result of that bunch of battle means that we'll have Fight Me chasing down Wessel now in clean air. What can Wessel do in clean air? Is he gonna drive away? Or is he not? Can we get a look on Fight Me front wing? It seems to be intact, but there might be minor damage. Considering the contact he's had, I would not be surprised. But then again, it's an F1 game made by Codemasters, so there might also be no damage. Now with these two gone, the top bunch has spread out a bit more. Everyone is about a second away from the person in front, but Python is a bit close to Wessel. In the back we see G-Bot inching away from Laurens. Laurens unable to catch up. And Thijs, after that incident in lap 1, still dead last. All he can hope for now is a safety car at some point. And to be honest, I might agree with him. Safety car might Python things up. Who will also be hoping for a safety car, I think, is Fight Me, because then he can get rid of his penalty. But for now, he is chasing down Wessel and he's catching up. He's now only 3 tenths away. Bit of gravel there on the outside. Wessel seems to be sliding, drifting through the corner. Maybe this is going to give Fight Me a run. He's getting a little closer though. He's not going to do a dive bomb here in these raining conditions. There's a little bit of comfort there. He might try something on the Camel Straight that's coming up on this lap. Round left to as they go. Down into the old pit straight here, which has been widened recently through a rouge over Radion. He's very close now, going onto the Camel Straight. He's gonna make a move, it's gonna be left or right. Wessel's blocking the inside, forcing Fight Me to the outside. Is he gonna try to make a move? He's gonna stay behind, trying to do what Wessel had done a lap or so ago, 2 laps ago, when he overtook Forward. Fight Me can't make it. That's his defending skills coming into action here, sliding through Brussels all the time. And I see there's an incident. It is Thijs, who has spun in the bucket chicane and is now pitting, I think, for a new front wing. His race is over unless there's a safety car, that's for sure. Nearing the halfway mark of this race. In a few left time. Just left a bit of a gap, 7 tenths now. He's using a bit more DRS than Wessel. 3 seconds penalty. Division 6, 7, 8 and 9 are having 3-second penalties. And Thijs has retired from the session. He has crashed out in Oru, and that has resulted in a safety car. I think that means that everyone is going to pit, unless someone's brave enough to stay out. Fight Me is going to get rid of his 10-second penalty. This is going to spice things up. It's going to bunch your whole pack together. Allowance picking up the 3-second penalty under the safety car. That's gonna hurt very unnecessarily. One thing I would definitely change about this game if I could would be that you could get rid of a 3-second penalty in the pit. Because I don't see why you could get rid of a 5-second penalty in the pit or a 10-second penalty, but why not a 3-second penalty? 3-second penalties are here to stay, unfortunately. What's happened here? Honda spun out under the safety car. He has lost a lot of positions there, dropped back behind Spidey. Spidey also going over the grass and gravel. That's so unfortunate for Honda here. Losing a lot of unnecessary places under the safety car, making it a lot harder for himself. as he was, I think he was in the top 3. But all of this has worked in fastest favor, who's now in P2. He's been chasing that front pack the entire time, and now he's jumped. I think he's jumped Lars, and for what? During the safety car, during the pit stops. Oh, he overtook him before him. I wasn't paying attention to that. It's going to be interesting. Let's see who still needs to catch up. It's these two, Laurens and G-Bot. I am very curious about all the crashes that happened, and I would like to see them back. Race director. See how that goes. Without the 10-second penalty. That is another weight lifted off his shoulders. He's going to have to overtake 3 drivers here to get to Wessel. And then it will be a level playing field. But it will have to be done cleanly. As he might get another penalty or damage. No, the 3 drivers in front are hard racers. I think at the end of this lap we'll be going. Panda has decided to pit, I think, for new intake. Let's see how many times everyone has stopped. Everyone stopped once except for Panda, who stopped twice. That checks out. Thijs has stopped 3 times because of his crash in lap 1, and then I think he's crashed out 2 other times, one time in the bus stop chicane, and another time that maybe I didn't see, and of course his retirement crash in Eau Rouge. So the position gained from the start would all be kind of irrelevant since the position has traveled around quite a lot. And the safety car is going to go in this lap. So let's get this out of the way. Let's go to the leader of this race. Still Wessel, a strong performance from him so far, but we're only halfway through. So, in its own way, this race is going to be 2 sprint races of 11 laps long. Wessel decides the pace, Wessel decides when to go. As long as he doesn't break as much as Piastri does, or did, back in Silverstone, he should be fine. And everyone else on the grid should be fine. He's going very slowly, yeah? 120 kilometers per hour. Going back to 100 kilometers per hour for this corner here. Very wide angle. He's still going slowly, he's still waiting. And I think there he goes. Lars has a good run and fast for the 2nd place. Trying to overtake. Oh, that's fast. No, yes, it is fast. Going on the grass. I think it's a little bit of a sticky car there. That's an unfortunate restart to fast here. I think he just lost his car on the power. In the exit of turn 1, giving Lars P2, and Lars having a running whistle now, but it's not going to be enough to take a position. And then missing a battle here. So what? Again, turning in very, very aggressively. on Ivy there. Ivy making a move on the inside and taking that third place on his charge towards Wessel. Fighting at the back. Honda getting through. Having made up 2 positions from the start. On the safety car restart. Nice shift there. Let's see what set of penalties. He's at 9 already. That's not going to be great for him. And he's likely to lose his position to allowance at that point. Here, very close. Fast is not able to put it next to Thunder, but he is here. He puts it in front before going into Blanchimont. What a move. But Sanders under more pressure now from Panda. Panda is also trying to make a move on the outside. The bus stop chicane. Sander trying to fight back. No. Well, yeah, of course he's trying to fight back, but he's no match for that attack of Panda. He's fighting here, trying to get the second position as he does it into turn 1. A lot of fighting going on in this stage for restart. Restoring a little bit of order, having 5 million left to back in P1 and P2. And not respectively, because West was leading this race, and he's 2 seconds in front of Fighting. Fighting has a lot of catching up to do. Cooling down his tires, which means that the tire temperature is high. And the rain is not falling down fast enough. Fast is... Oh! Pandas bumped into Fast there. So much stuff going on that I'm not paying attention to. Might have given Panda a bit of damage. Let me check the front wings. Let me check them. They seem to be fine, but looks may be deceiving. So spinning from Fast there. And there was another bit of contact between the two of them. Panda does get the move on Fast this time. Maybe Fastest damage. Maybe. You cannot know for certain. Finally dropping back a bit more from Wessel than he was at the start of this lap. We'll be keeping a close eye on that lap timer. The lap timer. The difference between the two drivers. As everyone is about away from each other. And most of the action that was a direct result from the safety car is over now. And we can see if Honda can cut through the field. That's back up to Lars. Maybe get a podium. Driving in the wet part, all trying to cool down the tires. Tires seem to be like sliding around in the braking zone. But he's inching closer and closer to Spidey. Spidey, meanwhile, is inching closer and closer to the back of us. In the racing bull there. It's now in half a second. Lifting a tiny bit. Very likely a warning for stealing seconds there from Honda. So he's now within 6 seconds of Spidey. And the Yo-Yo comes in the Ferrari. Beautiful camera angles there to look at. not to see what's happening. For moments like these, they're quite nice. After a very hectic safety car restart, the race has calmed down a bit. Honda and Spidey are chasing down a lot at the moment, trying to get that P4. Lars, meanwhile, has created a bit of a gap behind him, and in front of him, he's a bit of a lonely position there. Same goes for Fight Me, who's dropped down 3.5 seconds. I don't think he's going to be able to catch back up to Russell for the rest of the race. Russell seems to have found his rhythm. And unless he spins or crashes, he should have this in the pocket. This race is definitely Russell's to lose and someone else to win if something bad happens to Russell. And so now Lauren has had some sort of incident on foot again, maybe. To focus on the front and the mid pack to not look at. I want to see the pit stops. He stopped twice, so he had to make an extra pit stop. Very likely for a front wing. It makes him the P10 at the moment, and 30 seconds behind. Next to Spidey. He almost missed it. Spidey's trying to defend the inside, going very deep. There's a bit of contact, and Honda spun on the exit. He spun it on the wet part of the exit. Very likely there is damage. Honda doesn't. This is the guy from. Oh no, he's on the outside. It's fast to the cutback. I can't see what's happening because of the camera angle. This is a good camera angle here that we can see. Honda is very likely to have a good run here. I like this one better. You can see what's happening. Honda gonna go on the outside. Lunging it forward. Fast does not give way easily. Ross battles in the mid-pack. And a very big slide for Fast there. Well, Salat is catching up back to Lars. They get in closer. Those sliding, these weather conditions are very tough. Big stick there from Honda. Fast here is going closer to Spidey, should be. Maybe we can have a run. Down in the third sector. Okay. Oh, the tunnel is on the curb. That curb seems unforgiving. But he caught it. We're gonna have a run. I think they're all gonna be fine. There should not be any overtakes here. There are no overtakes here. But Honda has now gotten very close. We're going to be moved into the first corner. Got good traction out of the last corner, and he moved very deeply. Oh, he almost hit Spidey. The Spidey car, I think, ghosted. That was a very, very late lunge from Honda there. I think he braked too late. Fast has gotten the position back. Sliding all over the place there, and after 3-second chances we're going to wide there. There is a caution. It is Lauren, who is going slowly. I think he's almost spun it. He's not getting closer to Russell. I did say I would pay attention to this. I did not pay attention to this. Parrot has taken Q3 away from Lars. I think I was hitting allowance at the moment. Two buckets going on at the moment. That's the 145 and the 133. Lars is not easily defeated, I believe, and wants his podium back. Fast is very close to the back here of Spidey. Not close enough to make a move. Going to the back of him. Spidey going a bit wide there. Can Fast do a switch back? Not close enough to do a switch back, but he is a lot closer now. Panda also very close behind. Let's see if they can make a move. Up the summit straight, Fast is right up Spidey behind. Gonna have to lift or else to not hit Spidey. Giving Panda also a huge toe. Here they go Spidey defending the inside very wisely. And Spidey keeps on position for now. No. This one has been fighting very tightly for a few laps. Is there going to be a change in position? He's back a bit on the grass there. This gives Panda the opportunity to go through. And he's gotten into P6. That little mistake there from Fast has dropped him back a second now. He's gone wide again. Struggling so much. There's another car gone wide. That's Spidey gone wide, and Panda has just been given a beautiful welcome Timothy into P5. Fast opened door 1, Spidey opened door 2, and Panda has gone into P5. He is 5 seconds behind Lars. Let's see if they can see P5. Maybe Spidey and Fast. I'm not done with this yet. They are struggling a lot. Spidey still within a second. And that, in turn, is a spin from Panda, giving Spidey the 5th position again. It's just a battle of mistakes at the moment. All 3 drivers having made mistakes. All three drivers haven't had a spin. All about who can make the least mistakes right now. There was a bit of yellow earlier. Spidey's gone white. Giving Panda a run. Spidey's going to defend the inside again, I should think. Yes, he does. But Panda has so much overspeed. Spidey going to defend the inside. He is. He's sticking it on the inside, leaving enough room, and there's contact. They're ghosting through each other. Fast has gone through with the result of the contact. Spidey leaving maybe just enough space. But these conditions make it very difficult to go side by side. And Fast is the laughing third in that battle and taking that 5th position. I see that Lars has dropped back. His P3 seems lost. The only interesting battle here remains for P5. And at the moment, I think Fast has it, but there are penalties involved, and Panda has the advantage of not having any penalties. I just love that shot. It's so nice. Just lining up for another attack. almost a second. There's another yellow flag. That's Lauren's son again. He keeps spinning quite a lot. I think it's too late for a safety car right now, so he cannot be the cause of one for the remainder of this race. Spidey here within 6/10. Does he have an almighty run? His battery pretty much empty as can be. Fast, still at 30%, so he has a decent margin to defend with. But Spidey is right up there. Fast is on the grass and Spidey is trying to go on the inside. You need just enough room. That was one magnificent launch there. Into Brussels. And Spidey has taken the 5th position. And Panda has dropped back. All he had to do was stay behind the 2, and he would get the 5th position. But he has made a spin. His tires seem to not want to point in the direction that he wants them to go. So he's dropped out of this fight. Be a bit more than 2 laps remaining. Does Fast have one last attack in him? Okay, than I thought it would be. Spidey not defending the inside, and Fast also not taking the inside. He's waiting. Oh, there's a bit of contact. Fast stays behind from Spidey. Crosses the line. There's 2 laps to go. In 5th position. Meanwhile, Spidey is putting a bit of a charge on the lead. He's closer than he was a couple laps ago. But I think the gap is too big for him to catch up with Westphal and try to make a move. They have less than 2 laps remaining. That's a big battle. Being Fast and Spidey. Former teammates in Ferrari. Both winners of the constructor titles. In research, think in season 9 and season 10. These go a long way. 2 tenths. Getting close. Not gonna try and move it because he almost loses the rear. The sound you hear on the braking, the tires, the amount of grip they have, so low. You can see both of them struggling. Both of them trying to get the best out of their cars. Spidey has charged up his battery a bit and is now using a lot of it trying to get away from Fast here. He has about the same amount, a little bit more actually. The leaders of the race has gone into the last lap. Wessel has gone into the pits for some reason, giving Spidey the lead. Did he have damage? I completely missed this. This is wild and I missed it. Because these 2 were at it. Yeah, a lap ago the gap was 3 seconds. Within that lap, something should have happened to Wessel. Maybe he crashed, lost his front wing. And in order to not lose more than 1 position, decided to pit. What I do know is that because of this, Spidey is gonna go into the last sector with 12.5 seconds on Westphal. McLaren is gonna get left here, so he does not have to do another lap. Fast has dropped back. Fast has spun. He's lost his front wing. Oh, he has a flat tire. Is that because of the impact? No, his tire must have blown. The tires must be dead. What's happened there? Yep, one wheel in the air. That's the flat tire right there. You can see it. But our winner for today is Fight Me. Until the last lap, no one, I think, would suspect that Fight Me would win this race. But something that we did not see happened to Wessel. It caused him to pit on the last lap and come in second. But coming, I think, a well-deserved P3. Lars, very well-deserved P4. Very good job. Spidey managed to win the battle between the three of them. And comes in an honorable P5. Panda, P6. Then we have, because of that flat tire, in fact, we have Thunder in P7. And even... What's his name again? Even Zebok overtook Fast. Fast crosses the line with his flat tire, coming in 9th. The 9th position for him. But somehow, it is Fight Me that has won today's race. Oh shit, he did get a flat tire. Insane. Insane. I didn't get to see the final results, but I did run by them as they were in the last lap. One fast was in the last lap. Okay, that was today's race. I found it quite entertaining, and I hope the drivers did as well. And whoever witnessed it, I hope you found it fun. And I think we'll be here next week too.